Hello, beautiful people. My name is Julie Legend, and you are watching the Gist24 on Pong TV Annex. And today, we are going to be talking about something interesting. The Gist24, we don't only talk about entertainment stuff, we go deeper into the hearts of Ghanaian music. We're talking Afrobeats, we're talking hip life, we're talking lyrics with meanings. And today we're going to be talking about music, but just a little part of music. And I have an amazing personality joining me today. He's into music and he is going to actually enlighten us on what goes on behind the scenes before we are able to get hit music. So joining me in studio today is Gilraddo. Gilraddo, you are welcome.
Thank you, Julie Legend.
So, before I start with my questions about music and all of that, I would like you to tell our audience just a little bit about yourself so that they know who I'm actually bragging about in my studios today.
Okay. What up, people? My name is Gilraddo, and I'm an artist. I'm a versatile artist. I do all kinds of songs, all kinds of music. I've ventured the other types of genres, so I would say I'm versatile. Yes, and the ones that I have not done yet, I will do them just to show that I'm truly
You're
versatile.
truly versatile.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes, and I do a lot of things. I am also an actor. And yeah, I have a lot of skills. I can't mention all that right now. Yes.
I think you're forgetting to mention that you're also a teacher. Very important.
Yes. Oh,
Teacher
man.
Kodo and teacher Kofi.
Teacher Kofi.
Okay. All right.
Yes, and I'm a teacher as well.
Sweet. I'm so happy having you here today. Now, as I said earlier, we are going to be talking about music, but I want us to focus today on the behind the scenes. Now, my first question will be, how is a hit made?
Okay.
What is the songwriting process like?
No, okay. Okay. So a lot of time you need to have an inspiration for the songs that you're doing. Of course, I've heard some of my colleague artists say that they just write the songs, or sometimes they don't even have to write. They just go into the booth, and once the beat is on, they just say something. And you can differentiate between those songs and the songs that people actually sit down to write. And I think clearly, even in the now Telesur Music Awards, you see we have a category for songwriting, which means people really sit down and then have things really go into the songs. That's when you're even hearing the lyrics. So it's once first you have to get the inspiration. Something has to move you to write a song. And what exactly is the song about? And you look for the audience that you are writing the song for. You can have a song for all people. Yes, you have a target audience. So we have people who like high life, people who like hip life, hip hop, and then we can have people who like the two. But no matter what, you still have the one that you like more.
Okay, so from what I got from you, inspiration goes into the songwriting process.
Yes.
Now, I've had chats with other artists that have told me that their inspiration is from getting high. I'm not saying that is a lie or something, but I want to know: are you able to differentiate between those type of music that is being inspired by people being high or on either how do you call it, alcohol or what, like the inspiration? I want you to enlighten us on the inspiration you are talking about.
Okay, so well, I haven't tried getting my inspiration from being high, but for these artists that talk about getting their inspiration from being high, I don't know, it's these things are personal experience, just like being moved by the spirits. And somebody will say, I always write my song when I get into the bathroom.
Okay.
I have heard a lot of people say that. So for people who maybe get high, and then we should look at the music of these people. It's all telling from their lyrics and from the type of song that they do. So if you can check the records, if you know some of these artists that get high to write their songs, look at their songs, listen to them, compared to the artists that say they don't get high. and you will get your answers from
So
there.
I think inspiration is inspiration, whether they are getting inspired from being high
Yeah,
or from the promptings of the
the
spirit
spirits.
or
Yeah,
from an experience they've had. I
yes,
think in the long run it makes a hit.
it makes a hit,
Because
and
I know some people like that get high, but when you listen to their music,
yes, yes,
it's
yes,
a banger.
yes,
You
yes,
get it.
yes. It's
It's
like now too. People don't really focus much on the once it's danceable, once it's relatable.
really
Yes,
okay.
and I mean I've heard people also say uh, now the songs that have the meaningful lyrics relate very much relatable to real life are not really getting the hits than
Uh-huh.
the sebi sebi, those ones.
Okay,
I don't want to
okay. The shake
yes,
your bam bam and
I
okay.
don't want to be specific on that.
Okay. Now let's talk studio sessions. Are there any wild stories concerning studio sessions? Do you have
Mm,
maybe an experience or
yeah,
generally how studio
generally
sessions
yes,
go?
generally. So sometimes even if it's not your song to do, you go to the studio, you see that people record, and uh, the inspiration we are talking about, and the motivation we are saying, it's also sometimes has impact or influence in the studio, the atmosphere. Now, people don't really like studios where people a lot of people are there, and then
Okay.
yes, some also do not like studios where no one is there.
Okay.
Yeah, so the studio session, it's once you have a very good producer, some of the producers they kindle your spirits, they light you up. When you are going off, they correct you, and then when you are doing the right thing, they try to let you know that when you are doing the wrong thing too, they try to let you know. They teach you even in the studio. I can mention like Fresh Beats. He's an amazing producer, and
And
so
then before that, shout out to Dex Mouse Studio 878. I see the way he makes like the artists happy. Shout out to Coke Boy. He's always in the studio.
yeah,
I see
Dex
the way
is
he's always happy. He's always giving shout out to Dex Mouse. So I mean producers are doing very well when it
yes,
comes to
yes.
that. I was about to ask that question, that how do producers or how do their role shaping the artist? Because from what you are saying, like they really play a big role.
Yeah.
So how do their influence shaping the artist?
Okay. So as an artist, for me, I don't really know how to play the instruments.
Okay.
Yes, and then this producers, most producers know how to play almost all the instruments, and so they tune your key. Some of the and it's maybe if I sing a particular key and I want to sing a particular genre, there are genres with a type of key that you should use. And so maybe if you are staying onto the key you used to sing, the producer would say, no, this won't help this song. Let's change it to this key. Let's raise it. Let's bring it down. And so that is one aspect. And then sometimes even the lyrics. Sometimes you write your own lyrics, you take it there, and the producer advises that, Charlie, this lyric, this very thing you said here, it will look for problem for you.
But are producers songwriters?
Most producers can write songs.
Okay.
Yes, most. Young John, he was actively a producer, but
Okay.
now
Okay.
he's now a musician. So most producers know how to do music too, but maybe they just want to focus more on
On the
music
producing.
production. Yes,
Okay.
yes. So they help in your lyrics formation. Sometimes even the way you write a song, you write it. Maybe when you are going a little off, they put you on.
Okay. Are there things that producers do that you personally will feel that they should work on? Or are there things that they do that sometimes bring the spirit of the artist down?
Yes, that will be a 50-50 because sometimes um, maybe you go to the studio, you have the way you want your song to be like, and producer thinks, nah, it shouldn't be like that. You still want to stand on your grounds. And for to some extent, I feel the producer should just allow it. Yes, and sometimes even if they allow it, they feel like, no, you are not being listening to me as a producer. So next time when you come in and you are even asking for an opinion, for like the last time when I was like, do it like this, you didn't do it like that. So now whatever you want to do, just do. And that aspect is not helping. Me, I feel like advices or advice,
That don't impose.
are not imposed.
Okay.
Advice is an advice. It's supposed to be taken.
Okay.
It's supposed to be accepted by the individual. and
Okay.
if not, there shouldn't be any offenses in
Okay.
that. And so basically that's
Okay. Now, with collaborations, how do you choose your collaborations? Is it by chemistry or by strategy? Because sometimes we see musicians, having certain collaborations, and we, the listeners, we are like, nah, I shouldn't have put this boy on.
really
Nah. So, how do you actually pick those collabs? Is it by strategy or is just by chemistry? Because you know me, you know that okay, I'm a musician, just hop on, or you strategize.
I would say both.
Both. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you just they just give you the song that, "Tala, this is my song, I want you to write on," and you listen to the song, it's like, okay, this is my type, let me just hop on it and show the world. And then sometimes you listen to the song, you know that, no, for the kind of artist I am, if I should try this, maybe you don't even actually like the vibe, but because it's a friend, it's a brother, you just want to do it so that he doesn't get offended. But sometimes I feel we should all understand each other. It's the collaboration would have to be the type of song that I do, and if I can actually do it well.
Hmm.
And sometimes it's nice when you suggest a song to me that I should just give you a verse, and I'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, for this very song, Julie Legend can do it better.
Mm-hmm.
So hit up to Julie Legend.
Mm.
Maybe she can do it better
Mm.
because she does this type of songs.
Okay.
Yes, it's like that. Or sometimes two people just sit, get the instrument and say, Charlie, let's put some lines for this and then
Mm.
make it a hit. So
Because I think from what you're saying,
both
branding is
ways.
key. You get it. So if there is something that will not actually aid your brand, I think you
Yeah.
should be bold enough to
So
tell them that, oh no, this I cannot do this. Even though sometimes
yes,
it brings
sometimes
different
yes,
issues
yes, yes,
altogether.
yes. We have a lot of confusion, a lot of fights that's going on between the artists, the
Mm.
undergrounds, especially.
Mm-hmm.
When you are an A-list artist,
Mm-hmm.
you can easily say no to these things.
Yeah.
That, yeah, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But to be an underground, you are expected that everything that comes, you just have to do it because you're an underground, and it doesn't grow the industry.
Wow.
It doesn't bring the best out of people. It kind of looks like you are just tying people up in the places that they cannot be.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are pushing them to do things that they cannot do. And so when a song comes out and the fans are disappointed,
Mm-hmm.
I'm tempted to mention a very song, some like
Yeah, okay.
some
Oh,
collaboration,
I
but
mean, if it's
I can
this is
no,
the
I
Gist
cannot
24. We
because
like Gist. So
yes, I can do that. I'll be in my room and then I'll hear knock, they will gang up on
okay.
me. So I
Okay,
so
that's
yeah,
fine.
so
We
you hear,
respect
yes,
that.
you hear the song and the collaboration, you be like, Charlie, my guy, this very one day he didn't try at all. Like it's not
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
So these things also bring you down to some extent.
Okay. So this is the Just 24, yeah? We've spoken about the behind the scenes of music. I know we've not dived into everything, but I think this has been very productive.
Yeah.
So I would like to take your last words here. What advice do you have to, especially the rising artists and the producers?
Well, the rising artists, the producers, the general public, I would say that we have to help each other. For the rising artists, we should just be. I think now most of our songs are not actually educating the young ones. They are rather making, like, destroying the generation in terms of morals, and we should be very very careful in the way we are training the youth, or we are bringing them up now in our songs.
Hmm.
And then the producers too, mama bɔ ne mmra from kakra. Yes,
You see,
yes,
you didn't say that. I asked for studio secrets and what producers
yes,
do
yes.
that. You didn't bring that one
I
in.
can't I can't say in that because it's it varies.
Okay.
It varies. It's not everywhere.
Hmm.
But for an underground, one of their main problems is finance.
Okay.
Yes, so I think if you want your songs to actually go, you need a studio that is very very well equipped. And to get a very well equipped studio, it's money. They use money to buy the instruments and then the gadgets into the studio. So,
Mm.
but even as that, they should just be patient with us. And to the general public, uh, we should support. We should support. Yes, we should support because if you have an underground artist and you put him on a show, sometimes, Julie,
Mm.
you being an underground, you have to even
This is
pay.
critical because the way you
Yes,
mentioned the Julie and
yes, you have
okay.
to pay
Mm-hmm.
for the opportunity. Maybe let's say they organize some small, I wouldn't call it small, whatever it is,
An
and
event.
yes, an event, and then they want to put you on. Sometimes you have to pay, but I also feel like no, even if it is just 3 or 4 artists you are putting on, you have to give them something because they need to do another work. It is through music that you heard of them and you want to put them on there. So how do
As
they
a way
go
to
record?
support.
Yes, how do they
Yes.
go record? How do they promote their songs? How do they even get motivated to do more when they are
Mm.
rather paying to get the opportunity and then you don't appreciate them in any way?
Mm.
You are killing them. Yes, and that's why most people feel, Charlie, I have to stop this. It's not really helping. I don't have
Mm-hmm.
money for it. And so they should support in any way that they can to just make the rising artists go high. And that's all I want to say.
Okay, thank you so much, Gilraddo. Now, this has been by way of the Just 24, and my venue currently is Laps Bar and Restaurant, which is located at the Akuse Junction. See the meals here, eh? Very
Yeah, I can
delicious,
attest. I can attest to
very
that.
delicious. I mean, and you very affordable. You don't need to go rob a bank before you pay for the food here. So just, I mean, try and pop up here to have a taste of what I'm saying. The meals, as I said, very affordable. You can get meals for as low as 10 cedis. I'm not lying, guys.
We
10
know, we know.
cedis. 10
In fact,
cedis.
70 this.
7 cedis. You
Yes,
don't
I
need to
get
rob
it.
a bank. So Laps local dishes. Just pop in. All right. Or if you want the food to be delivered to you, you can call them on 053 046 0273 053 046 8273. I'll take that again. 053 046 8273 053 046 8273. And this has been by way of Just 24. Now, we are going to meet in the comment section. I want to know your own behind the scene. I mean, if you're an artist, if you're a creative, if you're a producer, what we just spoke about, I'd like to know your own views and your opinions. And stay logged on Pong TV Annex because we are going to be bringing you more wonderful stories. You're going to be hearing more interesting voices, more creative minds. I have been your host, Julie Legends. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.